Alright, let me ask you something. How does a music mogul like Diddy end up in a full-on popularity contest behind bars and lose? Yeah, you heard that right. Not only is Diddy locked up, but he's apparently fuming because another inmate, and get this, a guy named Luigi Mangione, who's in there for one of the wildest crimes you could imagine, is getting way more love than him. And Diddy, well, let's just say it's driving him absolutely crazy. I didn't think Diddy could get any more narcissistic than he already is, but here we are. Word on the street is that he's losing his mind because Luigi, the dude who literally took out a healthcare CEO, is getting all the attention. Not just any attention, though. Luigi is being treated like some kind of prison hero, and you know Diddy can't stand not being the center of attention. As one source put it, and this is an exact quote, Diddy has been throwing temper tantrums over the fact that Luigi is getting all of the attention in prison and is being referred to as a hero after literally murdering someone on camera. Yeah, you heard that right. Diddy's out here sitting because the alleged killer is more beloved than he is.
Babe, wake up. A whole new Luigi photo shoot just dropped. You gotta wake up the kids. Come on, this is huge news. Oh my god. If I had to spend one night in prison, I'd be looking like hell. What is his secret? He must have found out the stock market crashed or something, because he's rejuvenated. How is he doing it? How is he doing? Everything this man wears is high fashion. They could put him in the electric chair and it would look like a throne. I was looking up how to write to this man. Here's his address, so screenshot this, but there's a few things you need to know before you write to him. So on a white piece of paper with blue or black ink, you can write a letter and include a photo of yourself, but it has to be appropriate. Nothing too exposed.
Imagine a man who once ruled the music scene reduced to throwing tantrums behind bars simply because someone else is stealing his spotlight. It's not just a little jealousy, this man is spiraling. Everyone in the prison is apparently obsessed with Luigi's every move while Diddy is left in the dust. He's reportedly upset because he claims he's innocent, yet even behind bars nobody's buying it. And get this, here's another direct quote. Even in prison, Diddy's ego is bigger than life. No matter where he goes, Diddy's larger than life persona backfires when the adoration just isn't there. Meanwhile, Luigi's over here living his best life, as bad as one can when locked up. The dude's getting fan mail, support from the outside, and even a freaking billboard. A billboard, I'm not kidding. There is literally a massive sign hyping up Luigi before his court date. And the reactions, people are loving it. One fan said, "I really wish I could see this in person. It's so beautiful and it's being put up right before his court date. I absolutely love the support he's getting." Public approval like that is hard to come by even in the most unlikely places. But why is Luigi getting so much love? The story behind his crime has turned him into a kind of folk hero. Luigi's a former data engineer who ended up taking out Brian Thompson, a high-level healthcare CEO. You know how many people both inside and outside of prison despise the current states of healthcare in this country. It's expensive, inaccessible, and leaves many behind. So when Luigi made his move, a lot of folks saw it as an act of rebellion, a strike against a system they view as broken and unjust. That's why Luigi is becoming a symbol of defiance against a rigged system. And it doesn't stop there. Luigi even put out a public statement thanking his fans. In his own words, "I'm overwhelmed by and grateful for everyone who's written me to share their stories and express their support. While it's impossible for me to reply to most letters, please know that I read everyone that I receive. Thank you again to everyone who took the time to write." That genuine humanity is a stark contrast to Diddy's tantrum-filled antics. While Diddy sulks like a spoiled kid who didn't get enough cake at his birthday party, Luigi embraces the support of a crowd that sees him as a rebel. Meanwhile, Diddy's life is falling apart in real time. Even his legal team is jumping ship. Anthony Rico, one of Diddy's lawyers, straight up told the judge he couldn't effectively defend his client anymore. Why? Because Diddy's other lawyers were making his job impossible. As one report put it, "We are all also told Anthony strongly believed that they wouldn't be ready to go to trial by May 5th, the scheduled start date, and they should ask the judge for more time, but his co-counsel disagreed. When your own legal squad can't agree on a strategy, it's a major red flag, a sign of chaos behind the scenes. Things get even messier. Diddy's tangled up in a $100 million lawsuit against NBC for a documentary they dropped in January, a film that dives deep into his life and hints at some seriously dark stuff. Diddy claims the doc is filled with lies and sensationalism, but with every new twist, you have to wonder how much smoke there is before there's fire. This courtroom drama paints a picture of a man who once had it all, now fighting to reclaim a crumbling empire. Then there's the situation with Courtney Bridges, a key figure in the federal case against Diddy. Courtney is making wild claims, like saying Kim Porter gave him a copy of her memoir before she died, exposing some serious allegations. That's not something you casually mention without backing, and it only adds weight to the mounting accusation against Diddy. As more details emerge, the picture grows murkier, a man entangled in controversy, facing legal challenges from every direction. Diddy is also dealing with defamation suits, new allegations of racketeering, and even more victims stepping forward. With his lawyers bailing and his reputation tanking, every day brings a fresh headline, a new scandal, and yet another reason for people to distance themselves from him. Once celebrated for his swagger and success, Diddy now finds himself at the center of a media storm that shows no sign of letting up. And you know who's just sitting back and watching it all unfold with a grin. That's right, Luigi Mangione, the man's practically a superstar behind those prison walls. And the more Diddy loses his cool, the bigger Luigi's legend grows. It's like a modern day David versus Goliath, except here Goliath's ego is bleeding out while the underdog unexpectedly becomes the hero. But let's dive a little deeper. Beyond these personal squabbles and public outbursts, there's a broader narrative at work. There is the American prison system, the state of healthcare, and the media's role in turning every twist into a spectacle. Luigi's action, controversial as they are, resonate with a crowd that feels left behind by a system rigged against them. And while Diddy's tantrum might grab headlines, they pale in comparison to the larger issues that have ignited public passion. Diddy isn't just battling inside the prison walls with his temper and failing legal team. He's also fighting an image that's been tarnished by years of scandal, compounded by his current predicament. Every lawsuit and new scandal chips away at his once glittering persona, transforming it into something unrecognizable. In a stark contrast, Luigi's every move is celebrated as a stand against systemic injustice, positioning him as a symbol of rebellion. This isn't just a story about two men behind bars, it's a saga of public perception, media manipulation, and the power of narrative. While Diddy clings to past glories and desperately tries to force the spotlight back on himself, Luigi's supporters see him as a challenge to the status quo. They cheer him on not just for what he did, but because they believe he represents a form of rough justice against a broken system. As evidence mounts and more voices join the conversation, the battle over who commands respect inside those prison walls grows even fiercer. And let's not forget, this whole saga just keeps getting crazier. With more evidence emerging, more people speaking up, and the media diving even deeper into this mess, you can bet there's going to be even more drama in the weeks ahead. As legal battles intensify and more details about Diddy's questionable association come to light, the narrative is set to become even more explosive. So stay tuned, because this story is far from over and you won't want to miss a minute of the fallout as it continues to unfold. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next video. See you in the next one.